Well, hello everyone. I'm working on my reproduction T-tank here. I bought some parts from the hot rod company. I bought a sending unit that will go in there, and that came with this little horseshoe here. And what I did is I used my die chem on there. I put a little horseshoe on there where I wanted the sender to mount. And then I used a scribe to scribe around there, and a punch to punch my holes. Went ahead and drilled out the holes, and then I used a hole saw to cut out the center. So now the horseshoe will slide in there like that. And the sending unit will go in with a cork gasket and bolt in there. This is going to allow me to hook my fuel hose up to a cap up above, and that just comes with a gasket. Simply screws in there. Originally I purchased a rollover vent valve from Speedway. What I was hoping is that it would fit in here and I could just drill one of these holes larger and then tap it and it would fit in there. But it's a little bit too big for that. Once I drilled the hole and tapped it, it would be too far towards the outside of the top of the sending unit. So the only other option was to get a threaded bung, cut a hole and weld it in, and then put this in there. Well, I didn't really want to do that, so I ordered a different style from Speedway. And this style, you just drill a hole, and it comes with a couple Teflon washers. Put the washer in there, and then you attach. I'm going to put this in there and then screw it on. It comes with a little ball, so that when you roll over, the ball acts like a check valve. It came all anodized like this, but I didn't think that would sit right with the period car, so I took the anodizing off with my wire wheel and painted it some primer that I had. So I'm going to go ahead and try to install this check valve. It's going to be kind of hard because I'm going to be working through this hole, but I'm going to grab my wife. She has little fingers, and maybe she'll help me out. So with the help of my wonderful, beautiful, talented wife that has small fingers, and yes, she made me say that in the agreement that she would help me, we got the vent valve in on the first try. So now I'm going to go ahead and install the sending unit. These sending units, the bolt pattern's off just slightly to where it'll only go in one way. So when you're drilling your holes and everything, make sure you get it pointed the way that you want it pointed. With me, I'm going to have the wires pointing towards the front of the vehicle. That's where I had it set up. Stick that in there temporarily. That'll hold that little horseshoe piece. Got the cork washer on there. Right. They say when you buy this sending unit from the hot rod company to purchase one that stays off the bottom of the tank about 1 inch. So that's what I did. And you can also choose what type of resistance sending unit you want for different fuel gauges to match your fuel gauges. Okay, that's installed. Has a little rubber O-ring on there, so not much to that. Okay. And that's pretty much it for this. I'll run my vent hose up along the hose that comes down for the filler. And I still have to put my drain on here. And I'll probably come up from the bottom of the car with straight pipe and then have a shut-off valve on the bottom of the car. Well, this weekend was dedicated to prepping and priming all the sheet metal in this back section here. Got all that sanded down and primed with epoxy primer. Got the fuel tank, well, what used to be the fuel tank, inside and out. Everything's epoxied, so it's all sealed up and stop it from rusting. That's that, and then I painted some of the seat supports black primer. I'm going to hit those with gloss black a little bit later. I've got the gloss black finished for the seat support. And then seat support and backrest is done also. And I just used the Eastwood chassis black gloss that I had. And that's it for this update. Well, thanks for watching.